president, I'm the one.
Yeah, that I can't imagine. Yeah, Mr. Kleenex and Mr. Jergens, they got to have a meeting about how to
Yeah.
repair their product, their image.
Or maybe it's like, you know what? That's money for us. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, package them together.
Package deal, Jergens and Kleenex.
Well, I guess they tried to do that when they did those the Kleenex with the lotion in it.
Yeah. Good. Well, here's the thing, though. People who buy that bundle would basically have to brown paper bag that stuff out of the store so no one could see. It'd be like the boyfriend buying tampons or something. Because, or the guy going to the porn shop to buy, get some of those rentals.
You know, I always think about this whenever you'll see, like at a grocery store, you always see a woman. You know when it's her time of the month if she's just getting an extreme amount of food, or if she's buying tampons or something. Yeah. What would you say the male equivalent to that is?
Buying Jergens and Kleenex at the same time. Clearly.
Well, okay,
but establish that.
Well, I would say yeah, I guess that's the most embarrassing one. But there's got to be something more embarrassing than buying tampons and an enormous amount of food. I guess, Jergens and an enormous amount of food.
The only thing that can be more embarrassing for a guy to get caught with, masturbating, the only thing more embarrassing than that is getting caught having sex with a farm animal. It's the only thing that can be more embarrassing. It's one of those things. It's like tampering in the NFL. We all do it, but we don't want to get caught doing it. Masturbating, yeah. I mean, let me refrain. We just point out that's what I meant, not the other thing I mentioned, but the masturbating one.
Yeah,
see, guys, I can be on topic for a second.
Say that again.
I said I can be on topic for a second.
Yeah, yeah. This conversation is pretty good though. As far as with the woman buying the tampons or a maxi pad, I feel like buying douches is probably even worse.
She's like, yeah, she's just basically
saying I gotta clean up. That's not. I'd say that's embarrassing than the guy having to buy Jergens and Kleenex.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like just almost like the female equivalent of an oil change for the car. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I had this idea for an app recently. Actually, I have two ideas. One of them is, with Uber and, Lyft, you push the app, somebody comes, picks you up. We have to shovel here in Nebraska, New York, New Jersey, all over the country. Why not make an app where somebody just comes on demand to shovel your driveway? You don't have to hire a company to do, charge it. They charge you $60. They come do it. You just do it on demand. If you want to shovel, you just go do it. If you don't want to shovel, then you press this app.
Because if they had that app, then construction foremen wouldn't have workers to hire from the corners of different stores. That's why.
That's true. Yeah, the on-demand migrant workers is probably not in the best interest of people.
Actually, then again, it's wintertime, so there's really no construction going on anyway. So we're pretty much giving these gentlemen winter jobs, and we'll tax them. We'll hold out tax. They can pay their share.
I was so after the Super Bowl, Warren Sapp got arrested for soliciting a prostitute. Are you surprised that prostitution is not legal in the United States yet?
No, I'm not, because of how just prudish this country can be when that's concerned. I mean, if you go to I've never been to Norway or areas like that, or Amsterdam, but they're just yeah, no, here's our prostitutes. There's a window that you can look at them through. You can rent them. Don't worry, they're checked out.
Well, and the thing of it is, with me, I'm not, with prostitution, I agree that we don't want a situation where that happens like in Taken. You don't want them sold into sex slavery. I get that. And you also don't want a situation where you don't want pimps. Get rid of the pimps.
Tax
Have a
them.
nice,
Yeah.
tax them. We'll
And
be
give
out of
them
the hole.
benefits.
In a
Tax
month.
them and give them benefits, and it'll be fine. That'll eliminate the problem. Give them a mandatory retirement age of like 35, and we're good.
It'll be like a pro athlete.
Yeah, they'll make as much in between from like 18 to 35 as someone would from 18 to 70 in a normal job. Why not?
It's true. Yeah, yeah, and you could. I mean, you have all the usual in the situation that it is now. It's a negotiating process. If it was taxed and government run, you could have it up on a board what you charge for certain things.
Hey, and can we make prostitution kind of like sports leagues? Like we'll have a draft. Just go to every area with girls with self-esteem and daddy issues, and just do a draft as far as like who the best prospects are.
Yeah, do the combine like we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Well, instead of porn, though, we'll apply it to prostitution. The prostitution, like, all right, who can do this the longest without crying a bitter tear? Actually, a lot of the same reference we made from the porn combine could also apply to the prostitution combine. So,
yeah, we'll just skip that. If you want to know about the porn combine, go listen to our previous conversation.
Yeah, just listen to our previous conversation, and then just think of the word prostitution replacing porn and porn star. Prostitute porn star.
Yeah, legitimate sex, not Jergens and Kleenex involved in sex with yourself. As far as, have you ever done online dating?
Actually, yes. I actually currently still do because I'm a comedian, so we've got weird issues. So, online dating is always the best way to go about it because we're just naturally weird in person when we're not on a stage with a mic in front of us.
Somebody I know dabbled in on Ashley Madison, which is women that are looking to have affairs. And that's one of the ones where I would assume would have the most overweight women. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Like most overweight men, probably about. I don't know. Like now, I'm kind of tempted to look and check. Not for anything other than just pure statistical analysis at all. But I mean, I should check. Maybe. I mean, I'd be doing the public a disservice if I didn't check to see the attractive to fat chick ratio.
Yeah, and I mean that's one of those ones where I feel like I would be, I'm not saying that I would be above, a woman cheating on her husband with me, but as far as that goes, it just seems it seems way more risky. That has getting shot written all over it. That seems like the most dangerous one.
You know what would suck? It's getting shot down by someone who's like just trying to cheat on their husband.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
Or like, could you imagine going there? We'll just want to get laid. But listen, guys, if you want to get laid, just use Tinder. Use Tinder. I got nothing on Tinder, but I know a lot of people who have. So what I'm saying is I'm too needy for a one night stand. So Tinder's not the thing for me. That's what I'm saying. What is your take on the Julian Edelman, the chick who slept with Julian Edelman, took a picture of herself in bed with Julian Edelman, and put out on Tinder, I effed Edelman or whatever. First off,
what is your take on that?
First off, Julian Edelman is an American hero for causing the crying of Richard Sherman.
Yes.
I'll point that out because I hate the Seahawks with every fiery, burning passion. But I mean, listen, it was a hookup. You never know. Just like there was the one girl who took a picture with Odell Beckham Jr. and then put on there, I fucked Odell Beckham. Like, why are you going to tell guys that? First off, you'll know this as best as I do. We don't want to know the previous sexual baggage of a girl we're trying to either bang and or date. Like, she pretty much blacklisted herself from getting anything on Tinder. Because she had to, like, prop it up as a trophy. Like, yeah, I fucked Julian Edelman.
It's odd, it's odd that a woman would do that.
No,
That seems like more something a guy would do. Like I get that he's a pro athlete and chicks like to put out their, brag to their friends about, you
well,
know, which guys, which high profile guys they've been with. But it's surprising that she would put it out on Tinder like that.
well, you say no woman would, but to quote a pimp named Slickback from the cartoon The Boondocks, she's a hoe.
Yeah.
Like that's not a lady. Like that's not a womanly thing to do. That's like straight up hoe stuff. Like that's what she did. Then like, and again, I'm not sexist. I'm not chauvinistic. I'm far from it. But that's a hoe thing to do.
Yeah, it's and then she deleted all her.
Of course she did.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
You do, but she's dumb for not thinking that was going to be a huge deal. The guy just had one of his best performances at the Super Bowl. Of course, it's going to be a story. It's the internet. We have nothing better to do than look at stories like that and watch cat videos.
You know what? Disney World. They should have done the thing with Julian Edelman. Hey, Julian Edelman, you just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next? And then show him in bed with that chick, and he's saying, "I'm going to Disneyland.
I'm going to take her to Space Mountain." Woo! Like the player.
I wish. I kind of wish the Seahawks would have won, so that Marshawn Lynch would have been able to say, "I'm going to Disneyland."
No, he wouldn't though, because he doesn't like doing interviews. So, but like going back, like, online dating. I mean, and online dating is a very, very, very.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Just won't get fined.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
What was it about online dating?
Like, online dating is one of the most well-known topics in comedy. A lot of comics do, because like I said, a lot of comics do online dating. I mean, like I said, I currently do. I've been going on dates with someone that I met online, so I mean, I could make joke material about it. I could definitely make.
I created a Plenty of Fish account months back to on my show. I would do. I would read the profile of a female on my show, and then my guest would have to guess what her body type was, color of skin, and all that type of stuff. And it was, one of my better games that I've played on my show.
Oh man, one day we've got to play that game with me, because I'm pretty good at guessing. But I've kind of wanted to do that too. Like just make a fake profile just to troll, because I'm you've seen some of my past tweets. I'm a bit of a troll. I mean, the reason you got in touch with me was because of a gigantic troll job on another show that we talked about the last time I was here. For those listening and want to check out old shows of the Bob Sullivan Show,
and old shows of yours, yeah, we should talk about that one.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, I mean, I've got multiple shows. Like By the Way podcast, which the last episode I did, I interviewed a cast member of the show Archer.
Oh.
Lucky Yates, who plays Krieger, for those who know the show. It's fun. And like, if you follow me on Twitter, guys, I bitch about wrestling mostly. So
Yeah, I saw that. There was a lot of wrestling tweets today.
Usually a few from me, but usually on Mondays and pay-per-view nights, I'm like very active with the wrestling stuff. But no, we like, seriously, I'll go to an open mic for comedy. If there's 10 comics that are male that are performing, white male, because like minority male comics, they usually avoid doing the online dating stuff. I don't know why. Maybe the white male comic stereotype is we do online dating material while we're still single.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see 10 white single male comics doing material about online dating.
It's a popular topic. I mean, really, if you think about it, I mean, you're kind of in a corner. Like, if you're not Jewish or black or something, you're kind of if you're just a normal white guy, you're kind of backed into a corner with the topics you can go off of. Well, you have to have a lot of personal experiences to talk about.
Yeah, we do. I do got to point that out, because we really do. Because it's like, all right, you're a boring non-Jewish white guy.